Welcome back to Tiny T Gaming. This is Bellwright episode 5. Carrying on from where we left off. So, got my how many followers have I got now? I've got a couple of followers and I'm just doing the mundane chores of going around, farming, creating the basic materials you need and just trying to level up as quickly as possible. Now, still getting smashed by the bandit patrols that seem to go through this area like wildfire, but slowly getting there. That's why I'm trying to get enough followers as quickly as possible. So yeah, sorry, got 2 followers at this point. I'm going to try and get another one as the episode goes on. But what was that? Sorry, got 3 at this point. I cut out a bit because it is just so mundane, but getting there. The first follower you get, he's the only one that's actually capable of fighting. The other 2 beggars I've got at the moment are borderline useless. Their skill sets are so low, but it's better to have someone rather than no one. Collecting the reeds around this water feature, they constantly get harassed by bandits because the bandits like to patrol right across where my little settlement, or what you want to camp is, past the pond. But that's fine because they knock out or incapacitate my few people, but slowly, because we are killing them, we are slowly by percentages reducing the amount of bandit activity in the area, which is slowly making the game easier. Plus getting the loot and experience is massively useful, and the renown. Obviously more renown means you can recruit more people faster, so killing bandits is always a good thing. Purging the scum, if you will. But getting there. So that's it. That's one bandit team taken out. Luckily they were spread out. Sometimes you catch them and they're spread out and it's much easier. You can take them on 1 or 2 on 1. Whereas when they're all together it's much harder. So cut now to just been collecting stuff, crafting, trying to research as much as possible. Obviously shields are a necessity because you can block and defend with whatever your main weapon is, but it is hard work. So yeah, just carrying on. Logging camp 1 is missing an axe, so it's just remembering to get the workbench up with either a top up order request or a one-off, so that you do have a surplus of equipment like the simple axes. Simple axes are so much of a valued resource right now because they're often the only weapon individuals can carry. But that's fine because they are simple to make, they don't require a lot of resources, and your logging camp needs them as well. And obviously you do need a logging camp, and you need one situated near a wood block or forest, basically any woodland, because it has to be within a certain vicinity. Luckily my settlement is right next to woods, so I can have the logging camp right next to me, and that means that my workers don't have to stray from the camp as much, whereas if you were in a more open space. So for the time being this is working really well. Obviously over time though they will deplete the wood resources in the area and then have to go further, and then at some point I will most likely have to put out a more fixed logging camp with houses and make it an actual outpost at some point. But I never actually got to the point of being able to make an outpost, so that will be something new when I do get there. You guys will see how and if I mess that up at all. So yeah, heading back to Handing now, looking to see what I can do, just trying to grow my settlement, my follower base as much as possible, and pick up as many quest lines as I can, but that's fine. So yeah, at this point I'm heading to Herndine to see if I have enough renown to recruit someone else. Obviously every time you recruit someone the renown required goes up, so the buy-in costs more and more each person. But what with the constant fighting of combating the random 3-man bandit patrols in the area, I am getting renown reasonably easy. Obviously that's down to the settings I do have the game on, as I've mentioned in other episodes. It makes it hard in the early game, but I think the trade-off's worth it. For now it is, at least. Obviously at any point in the game, your playthrough, you can go and just change that, make it easier or harder, whatever you like. I think it's really good that the developers have put that in the game so that you can tailor your gaming experience with what you enjoy most, so you don't have to restart your game. So gone up to someone, can't recruit him. Pretty annoying, but it is what it is. So back to the camp now, just crafting as much as possible and trying to get ahead. It was a shame about not having enough renown, but can't do too much about that. But it's good because able to make shields now, which is massively needed, considering my little band of merry men are pretty useless at the moment. They seem to get bodied with everyone they fight, even if they win. There's usually like one of them left standing, and then obviously when they're wounded, if they get knocked out again, they're at risk. You've got like a 30% chance of them dying. It's probably worse if you've got harder settings on, but if it's your first or second time playthrough, unless you're like some pro game, I just don't see the point in making the game too hard for yourself, because it is such a long game and it takes so much real time to get anywhere. It's more about just regular enjoyment for me. Like a chilled out gameplay is much better for me. I don't see the point in absolutely sweating a game. Like, I know Elden Ring's a really popular game, and everyone says, oh, it's a skill issue. Fair enough, but for me, the grind of a game like that isn't worth it, you know. But each their own. I think it's fair enough. Everyone enjoys what they enjoys. This sort of gaming style, though, or game mode, would be really good with like some different settings. So it's usually like alternate medieval world or whatever, but it'd be really good if there was like, I know there is a game called Lost Legions that's in development now, which is basically very similar but Roman survivor of Teutoburg Forest sort of setting. That I'm really looking forward to that, and I will be playing that when that comes out. I just hope that it's not a buggy mess like a lot of early access games are, but I have to wait and find out. So just getting as many shields as I can. Obviously I don't think all my followers can even equip a shield, which is very frustrating, because as I mentioned in the previous episode, it's like, what is going on? You don't need, as long as you've got two hands and you can use them, surely you can carry wooden boards. But yeah, I guess it's all about character development and making it that little bit harder, and that whole element of progressing your players or your characters and followers. That's fine. So got a raid incoming, and they spawned really close, so we've not really got any time to prep. Obviously I've got 3 followers now, and only one of them and myself can carry a shield, which is really annoying. That's fine. They've all got axes, no real weapons like in that way, but there they are with their little bandages on their heads for some reason, which seems to be the starting loadout for the beggars, but that's fine. The raids are really hard to combat. They're much better. They have plenty of archers and plenty of swordsmen, pikemen, whatever you want to call them, fighters. We'll go with. Here you can see me absolutely not doing much at all, and then all my followers are gone and they're knocked out. I've got like 8 people on me, which is brilliant. I'm about 2 hits and I'm down. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will do better in the next episode. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.